Gabor Mate, I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce his name. Amazing guy, definitely worth a watch of his lectures and everything. I linked one of his videos in my community tab on YouTube, talking about the two needs you have as a child. You have the need for attachment with a parent, because obviously you can't survive without them. And then you have the need to be genuine, to be yourself. And a lot of kids, a lot of people growing up have to sacrifice who they are, their true selves, to maintain an attachment to a parent in early life. And it's incredibly interesting what he talks about. And he relates it to autoimmune disease. And definitely in my situation, I had that dynamic pretty intensely, as we'll put it. And it really makes sense to me. Now, I'm not in total agreement that this is the sole reason for autoimmune. I think it's multifaceted like a lot of things related to health. But I think there's definitely something there. And I think it'd be worth you as an individual who is struggling with an autoimmune disease to really examine your personal relationships and how it really affects you. Do you dampen who you truly are, how you feel, to appease somebody else? And then when you really start to dig deep and really explore yourself and how you feel, if you go to said person and confront that person and say, look, this is how you make me feel, I don't want this to be the case. You know, you don't have to be horrible. You can just be kind and say, look, this is how it makes me feel. And if that person is quite aggressive in response to your request just for peace or to be yourself, it can be quite a hard pill to swallow that that's not love. That person isn't loving you, and that person isn't putting you first. Now, if you love somebody, if they came to you, put yourself in the situation, somebody came to you and said, you know what, this is how you make me feel. And it really is getting me down. And the way you say this to me, or the way you treat me, or it's just really having a negative impact on my mental health and just my life. Would you turn around aggressively? If you love that person, would you turn around aggressively and shout that person down, make that person submit? Sadly, going back to when I did a lot of my consultations, these relationships are so common in people struggling for their health. Not only are you struggling for your health, you're in oppressive relationships that really don't care, if you understand what I mean. If somebody I loved came to me with a health condition and said I was making them feel a certain way, I'd want to amend it. I'd be like, I didn't even realise. You know, we all have unconscious patterns that are not healthy. I think it's just part of being human in the society we live in. But there's a very different way of responding to it, being conscious about how you make other people feel. So I think it's a very crucial point. That's what I'm getting to, is being honest about your relationships and how they make you feel, and analysing how can you navigate a healing journey for yourself with those relationships in your life. I personally couldn't. The person that I really struggled with immensely felt attacked if I wouldn't even have to be aggressive. I wouldn't have to be anything. I'd just say, look, this is how I'm feeling. Boom, just smash down. Don't you dare, that kind of attitude. And how does that work going forward? It doesn't. So, and it can be really difficult to kind of comprehend that, say, your parent has put you in that situation. But it's a necessary step in recovery. Thanks for watching, guys.